Hey out there, I am on the new BeamNG 0.39 and dot 4 or something, and I am experiencing some stuff that I also experienced in version 0.38. So I thought right now I've tested a lot of stuff, try to compensate and try to fix, but without any luck really. So I thought I would try to make a video here and show you what I am facing and see if you got some of the same problems and if you know a solution. So I will try that. Let's start by loading the normal East European map. Let's say for sure I have tried to clear my cache and whatnot for fixing this, but still no luck really. Let's take this really nice skyline here. And let this load up. And right now you can already see the problem. The new version here, of course, have made a lot better skies, a lot better sundowns and sunrise and whatnot. So, of course, when I play, I would like to be able to have the time running. Like if you go to the options here and into environment, the time here is running for the game. And due to the time is running, you can see the shadow, of course, is changing. But as you see here, it's like, then it flickers and then it updates. And all my trees is going berserk. I'm running on Vulkan. I have the same problem if I run DirectX. And sometimes it starts just when you can see it will run, and then a few seconds later it will stop, then it will move again depending on the timing of the shadow. I have been into system settings, into options, play, graphics, and most of this is on no high or ultra and so on. And I have tried also setting shadows and light quality to ultra. As you see, the shadow gets a little bit sharper, and that's about it. But as you still see, shadow of the trees look kinda horrendous. Also, if you see on my grass over here, it looks kinda icky, not that nice. And sometimes on the trees I get like this bright halo around. Of course, right now it can also, some of it also changes by the time. So if I go to my my environment here and say I pause time, then you will see the flickering stops because time is not running anymore and the trees does not flicker. But then I cannot go into nighttime during my live stream, which I would like to be able to. I have a full day circle, but I'm not sure because on many videos I see it. I don't see people. It's like many of them have either not have the problem or they are shutting up or turning off the light time. If I go in here, environment, of course, I can try move. And sometimes I can get the vegetation to look better. But at some times of the days, it looks really, really rough, really, really harsh on the shadows. But at some times, of course, it looks a lot better. But there's just sometimes in the day, it looks really, really weird and like very, very odd shadows, which is not very pretty to look at. So do you guys have any solution to that? Of course, I could change my time so it does not run, and I could just set it to for afternoon or something to get something nice, but then I do not have the full day circle where I drive and enjoy the sundowns and whatnot during the game. So can I fix this in some way? Also, I know that in version 0.38, I could go into the world editor and I could go to sun sky. And in here, I was able to change like sky brightness, the me scattering, and so on. And I could change also the resolution of the shadow to get it better. There was a place here where I could change. I could also change exposure. If I go under lighting and cast shadow, yes, but there's no resolution. The only part I can find a resolution is, where did it go? Down here, advanced lighting. Here, normally in version 0.38, I could change this to say 4096, and the second I press return, I would see the shadow update. The same I could do for the lights, as you see, but now nothing happens in 0.39. So nothing happens. Also, I tried exiting the settings here, the world editor, but nothing happens. If I go up to the top, I can say I would like for this to change the scattery sky, change exposure. Let's say this to 2.5. Nothing happens. That normally changes in 0.38. But here, nothing. Same goes for sky brightness. If I set this to 10, nothing really happens. As it did in the 38 version. And there's no apply button, there's no nothing. And if I quit the editor here, it doesn't change anything. So why is this like this? And how can I get my shadows not to flicker like this when I drive around and still have my sundowns and whatnot? Let's turn around here a bit. As you see right now, shadow in the grass here looks pretty awful. So I have to find some time a day where it looks good. Or, yeah, should it look like this? Also, I was able, in 38, in the world editor to adjust the distance. As you see now, I drive through the city, you can see how the shadows on the building change as I As I get closer, the shadow gets more detailed. I could adjust that in version 38 in the world editor, but nothing happens now in 39. Like say on the tree there on the wall, the pole. Same goes if you go check out the trees. The further I get, then they change. And they change pretty close. Especially if I drive outside the city, you can really see it. And I was able to change that in version 38 in the world editor, but right now, nothing really is happening. As you see how they change detail, how the trees change detail. And I've been looking for all versions of scale and detailing and so on in the world editor for trees and whatnot, but I cannot find anything that makes it possible to adjust it anymore. So, anyone know how I can fix this? How I can make my shadows look good again when my time is running? See now, time is running and all my trees are flickering. Even though I also fixed cache and I set shadows to max resolution and whatnot in options, display, graphics, and shadows. Even on ultra, looks like crap. And flickering all the way. So, how do I fix this? Anyone know any good solutions or how I can make this working in the game? Then I would very much like to hear from you as soon as possible.